Welcome to Classroom 2 Courtroom. Here's your host, Scott Benton.
Hey everyone, Scott Benton here. I am the host of the Classroom to Courtroom podcast, where we help you easily transition from a law school student into your professional career as an attorney, and where we make the practice of law fun. And today we're going to look at attorney notes and the power of the mind purge. The power of the mind purge.
Are you a law student or recent graduate waiting for admission to the California bar and eager to gain real-world legal experience? Join the Legacy Lawyers' coveted associate programs in sunny Southern California. Our hands-on spring, summer, and fall programs provide opportunities to dive into high-stakes probate litigation. If you aspire to litigate and thrive in an America First culture that values God, family, and country, we want you on our team. Don't wait, space is limited. Call 714-766-0457 to learn more about this exciting opportunity. That's 714-766-0457. Elevate your legal career with the Legacy Lawyers.
As attorneys generally deal with multiple cases, it's easy for them to have the case facts, the contents, the objectives, the strategies, the updates, and daily changes and details of easily 10 or 20 or 30 or sometimes many more cases that they're working on simultaneously. Now, as I'm sure you can probably imagine, keeping all of those cases straight when all of that is in your head can become confusing, it can become stressful, it can be difficult to keep track of, and it's going to bog down your ability to think clearly, especially when you need that capability most, such as during a trial or during a hearing. Now, it also makes the rest of your life stressful when it should be enjoyable and it should be relaxing. But what if there's a way to literally mind purge that avalanche of information out of your head, so instead of thinking about 20 or 30 cases, you'd be able to maintain the mental capacity you need to think clearly at all times? What if you could focus on one case at a time so you can develop an individual to-do list for each case that you're working on that will then inform the legal services you complete, and it's going to help you reach your minimum billable hours and really even exceed them, which, depending on the policies of the law firm that you're working at, that could mean additional bonuses and rapid advancement in your career. Fortunately, there is a way for you to do all of this. It's easy, it's efficient, it takes literally no training, and it starts with putting together attorney notes on each and every one of your cases. Now, with your mind clear, you're much more organized. You have several to-do lists, one for each case, and you're feeding those to-do lists, those multiple to-do lists, into the legal tasks that you need to complete in what we call the success cycle, which is what we talk about on this podcast. In fact, it's why this podcast exists in the first place, to explain this success cycle, to explain how best you can go about practicing law, a subject, remember, that's not really taught in law school. It's something that you have to pick up once you begin working as an attorney. But what if you could show up already knowing all of this? That's why we have put the success cycle together. By completing your attorney notes, it helps you focus on the work that's right in front of you without cluttering up your mind with a million other case facts. This might sound too good to be true, but it's not. And furthermore, what if I told you there's a simple solution that organizes and makes sense out of all the work you've got to get through, and it's going to help you stay on track so you don't wake up in the middle of the night panic that you might have missed some filing deadline. Now, it all starts with purging all case content out of your head where it doesn't belong in the first place, and you're going to put all of that content directly into your attorney notes. That's where attorney notes take you, and you're going to wonder why you didn't do this a long time ago. If you're a current law student, or maybe you're just beginning your career as an attorney, then employing the use of attorney notes from the beginning is going to help you set an important foundation for your career that could extend for several decades. So it's important that you start this early. If you're a current attorney and you're still walking around carrying around case facts in your head for 30 or 40 cases, and you've got a lot of stress and maybe sleepless nights you're wrestling with all the time, if you sit down and take the time to write out your attorney notes for each case, and you put your to-do list together for each case, it might feel like you slowed down a little bit. It might feel like you can't go as fast as you've been going. But I can guarantee you that in the end, once you've got your attorney notes fully completed for all your cases, your ability to streamline your work and your ability to work from your to-do list to complete the legal tasks that you've listed for yourself and that you've prioritized, and then bill for your time, which is the entire three-part process of the success cycle, then even though writing out your attorney notes and keeping them updated is a slower process, you're more than going to make up for that slower speed. You're going to make up for that slower speed with efficiency, with a clearer mind that's going to help you formulate better strategies. And most importantly, it's going to keep you away from those sleepless nights worrying about things that you might have missed on the 30 different open cases that you're working on. In fact, I don't think you can put a price on the amount of benefits and just the sheer peace of mind that your attorney notes are going to provide for you. And it's why the power of the mind purge and getting all the case facts out of your head and into your attorney notes is going to be one of the most valuable activities you can do to reduce the amount of stress that you're carrying around. It's going to make you a better and more efficient and clearly minded attorney. It's going to make your nights and weekends truly your nights and weekends instead of spending all of your free time worrying about your cases. So I hope that's helpful, and I hope you can see the critical importance of writing out your attorney notes on each and every one of your cases and staying consistent on keeping them updated. Remember, these notes are never seen by your client. They never receive the attorney notes when the case is over, so you can literally put anything you want on them that you want. If you have to, you can misspell words. You don't even need to use punctuation. It helps if you do for you and for anyone else who reads them, such as other attorneys or paralegals. But for the most part, these notes never go to the client, so you're free to write anything at all. My name is Scott Benton. I'm the host of the Classroom to Courtroom podcast. Thank you so much for listening to our show. Now, if this is material that you like and you're enjoying this podcast, you can go over to our website. Our website is classroom2courtroom.com. That's classroom, the number 2, courtroom.com. You can leave us your contact information. We will send you out an alert every time we post a new episode. You can also share and subscribe if you want on any platform that you find our podcast on. That's also going to help you stay on top of all of the newest episodes. And until next time, we hope you'll join us in making the world a better place, one client at a time. Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us on Classroom 2 Courtroom, the podcast designed to help launch your first-time legal career. If you have any feedback or ideas for episodes you'd like to hear, you can always find us at classroom2courtroom.com, where you can leave comments, ask questions, and even join our online community. And always remember, by becoming an excellent and confident practicing attorney, you actually make the world a better place. Now get out there and master the art of practicing law.